Is going on, friends, acquaintances, future enemies? You know who you are. Today we are going to be checking out RuneScape 3. Now, RuneScape, old school RuneScape, RuneScape 3, Jagex, they've been around for years. However, we're going to check this out. We're going to jump into this today, just kind of show it to you. Because as of, I think, yesterday or the day before, Jagex partnered with Steam to launch RS3 on the Steam store. Free to play, an amazing partnership for Jagex and Steam. RuneScape, Jagex, they've got a massive following. Steam's got a massive following. The two of them combined, it is a perfect match. So we're going to go ahead, jump into it. I'm just going to kind of show anybody who's not familiar with the game a little bit of the details, some of the downsides, some of the positives, and we'll get into it. Here we go. Alright, so it's been a very long time since I've played RuneScape 3, so my knowledge is a little rusty. This is the town of Lumbridge. It is the starting town when you first launch the game. You kind of start here. Just for scale, this is the map. It's a fairly large world. You can do whatever you want, go wherever you want. There's not another game like RuneScape. It's, completely open. You can be someone who does zero combat and focuses just on the crafting system. You could be someone who does nothing but combat and just ignores crafting altogether. There's a very large variety of skills. I can show that to you here. Let me see if I can make that bigger. These are the skills that you can focus on and work on. You've got your combat skills, you've got attack, strength, constitution, which is your health, you've got your defense, you got your range, which is archery, you got your prayer, which is really cool. You can level up your prayer and get like protection from melee and protection from magic and boost your magic and things like that. Of course, there's magic. Rune crafting is a skill where you can make runes for your magic. They've got everything from construction, where you can build a player-owned house, archaeology, where you can learn more about the lore and the history of Gillinor, which is the continent that you play in, the world that you play in. Crafting to make jewelry, cooking, thieving, herb lore. I mean, you name it, you can do it in this game. It is literally whatever you want to do. They have a huge questing system. These are, let me show all of them. So these are all the quests that you can do in the game. There's currently 280, and I will say Jagex is on top of it. They release new quests, new story arcs, new things fairly consistently. They do updates constantly, server maintenance, everything polished. It's clean. They've also got, challenges where you can do daily things, mini games, a boss tracker. These are the different bosses that you can fight. An activity tracker to see like, oh, hey, I'm currently working on these things. Featured is, hey, I don't know what I want to do today. Well, here's some things we recommend. Stuff like that. So let me just go ahead and kind of show you what's going on. Things in the game are stored in your bank. Banks are connected everywhere. So it does not matter if I'm in this small town, Lumbridge, or if I'm in one of the major capitals like Varrock. Bank is bank, which is always nice. So, I'm not going to go into any of this because it's not really important, but this is just a bunch of random things. Again, it's been a very long time since I've played. I'm not really sure. Oh, hold on. Be right back. In RuneScape, there is a pay-to-play and a free-to-play. If you're pay-to-play, then obviously you have access to everything. If you are free-to-play, there's some limitations on where you can go, what you can do. But if you're wanting to check the game out, free-to-play is obviously the best place to start. There's a ton of stuff. You can check it out. So let me go ahead and just kind of show you some of the world. I'll get out some stuff. I can show you some of the skills. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of show you around the game a little bit, kind of let you know some more stuff, some downsides. This isn't a blind review because I have played RuneScape for many, many years. And so it's not really like, oh, hey, let's check this out together. It's more of, this is just me kind of letting anybody know who's interested what's up. Now, I will say real quick, there is a distinction between RuneScapes themselves. There is this one, which is RuneScape 3, which has a little bit more of an advanced combat system. There's, a skill bar where you can do different attacks, almost very reminiscent of a lot of other MMOs like WoW and things like that. In old school RuneScape, it is very classic. There's no attack bars. Your weapon is basically what does your damage. There is a, the quests and everything are in there too. The communities are very different. In RuneScape, old school RuneScape, the community's a little bit more purists, where RuneScape 3 is, it's hard to explain. It's the same thing, but it's very different. So, like, for example, I'm walking to one of the major cities, Varrock. Like, say I want to chop down this tree for whatever reason. There we go. We're chopping down a tree. I've gained some wood cutting experience. I have worked towards a yak track, which is like a battle pass type thing that you can earn while they're doing different seasons. And so now that I've gotten some lumber, I can, craft the logs. I can, let's see. Let's make incense sticks. Don't know why, but why not? So that's done. And so, I mean, it's just, there's really no limit to what you can do in this game. I'm a huge fan of RuneScape and of Jagex. So, like, right here, I'm not wearing any weaponry. But here, let me put on some gear so you can kind of see what the combat looks like, instead of just me punching a wizard. Now, while I'm getting this stuff, I will say, with the new Steam partnership, they do give you a few interesting things. There is a Steam pack. It comes with a prismatic falling star. This allows you to choose something to get bonus XP in. I don't want to choose strength because I'm maxing that. Let's do rune crafting. And so, like, now when I earn XP, I'll also earn a percentage of my bonus XP, which is kind of cool. They give me a key token. Now, key tokens can be used for, let's see if I can find it. Here they are. The Treasure Hunter, where it's basically, choose a chest, get something cool. So, like, I got a yellow, which is medium rarity. And so I can choose a lamp, which gives you XP, a divine rock, which is basically just an easy way to stand still and get resources and XP, or another way to get bonus XP. So we're going to go ahead and take the lamp, just take the solid XP. So I want to show you the combat system. Again, this gear is not amazing because I'm pretty sure when I quit playing, I gave a bunch of stuff away to some friends. Just because I'm, chill like that. So I'm wearing my melee gear. I can walk over, and here's a city guard. And you kill them. And then you can loot their body. And down here you can, like, set your attacks, prayers, all that stuff. This is, again, just a kind of a basic overview of the game. Now, what I'm going to say, I'm just going to kind of do stuff in the background while I kind of talk about some of the pluses, the downsides. RuneScape 3, the one that is currently on the Steam store. There is a cash shop. I can show that to you here. It's called the Solomon's Goods, Solomon Store, whatever. It uses rune coins. They're not, it's all basically cosmetics. There's some pets, but nothing like super game breaking. RuneScape 3 is often criticized for being easy. You can basically buy your skills, not using real world money per se, but I can go into the auction house and I can buy things that allow me to level up super quick and then just grind it out. And so a lot of people are like, oh, well, there's no real work into it and all that stuff. I disagree, but here's the auction house. RuneScape 3 has fairly nice graphics. It's a very clean looking game. For a free-to-play game, it's well polished. There's tons of features. Even if you stick on free-to-play, there's tons of features. It's limited, and they will push, hey, upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Or like you'll do the key thing that I just did, and you'll win something cool, and they're like, oh, well, you need to be a member to win that. You can always just take the gold for it, but still. So they will push membership to you. I believe it's 10 to 14 a month. It's not outrageous, but it is a standard fee. However, there is no purchase to get the game itself, which is always nice. That being said, it is a fairly easy game if you choose to buy your skills. You can choose to spend real-world money on what they have called bonds. It's basically just a little gold coin. You can put that on the auction house. It gets you about 27 million game currency, which you can then use to buy items, resources, what have you. The inclusion of bonds is for players who don't want to enter in their credit card or may not be able to use a debit or credit card, and so you can earn game membership with in-game currency. Again, that's nothing super revolutionary. It's been around for a while. It is a nice feature to have, but that's kind of the downside, is it does drive the market price considerably higher on a lot of in-game items. Now, on to the positives of this game, and there are quite a few. Again, I'm kind of a RuneScape fanboy, and so I will probably overhype the game more than most people would say. There is no startup cost to buy this game. Completely free. You go to runescape.com or now the Steam store, download it, you're set. With Steam, there is a partnership where you get some cool little things. Apparently, they're going to be doing promotional stuff like that consistently as it starts to build up Steam, I guess. And so that's a huge plus now that it's kind of got the backing of such a huge company. Another thing with RuneScape is it is, for the membership, you get a lot. There is no, oh, well, the first 50 levels suck. There is always something you can be doing, always something you can be trying. As silly as it sounds, you can, like, I think this is mine. I planted this tree. It is a tree that only I can see. It is a resource just for me. You can plant herbs and you can, be completely self-sufficient. They have a mode called Hardcore Iron Man where you cannot trade with other players. You can talk to other players, but you can't use the auction house. You can't trade. You can't pick up loot from other people's kills. It is all you by yourself, completely solo. And so it's kind of a cool feature. There are other players that can still kill you, so you gotta be careful, but it's kind of cool. Another nice thing about RuneScape, both old school and RuneScape 3, the progression feels real. Now, I've played a lot of MMOs. I've played, ESO, I've played World of Warcraft, Guild Wars, Terra, and I always felt like if I did not sink in insane amount of time, it didn't feel like I got anywhere. With World of Warcraft, I'd play, I'd play with my friends and we would do raids and stuff. And we'd play for like 4 or 5 hours and it'd be like, all right, we did 2 things. Cool. It felt like it took forever to accomplish anything. In RuneScape, I don't feel that way. Obviously, as you get higher up, it's going to take longer to raise your levels, go from a level 98 to 99 than it is to go from a level 1 to 5. But that's just how most games work. But, I can feel like, hey, I got on today and I made bank. I made tons of money, or I built 2 new rooms in my house. I completed a quest. I can, it feels good to play this game. Tons of mini games. So like, oh man, I'm sick of doing all these skills. I know, I'll play a mini game for a couple hours and you can have fun with that. You can hop in and do something quick. Another huge advantage. If you are a person who is on the go a lot, guess what? Both RuneScape 3, still in beta, I think, and old school RuneScape, which is fully launched, have mobile versions. Now, they are not watered down versions of the game. They are literally everything you can do on the computer, you can do on an iPad, tablet, iPhone, Android. You name it, you can do it. It also makes you feel like, oh man, I'm bored at work or I can't get to my computer right now. And so it really adds to the accessibility of the game, making it feel like, hey, I'm able to play this on my terms when I want to. It's great. I'm rambling. And so with that being said, I know I didn't go over a ton with the game. I didn't show you a whole lot, but most people either already know what RuneScape is, you've heard of it. Basically, this is just to highlight, hey, it's on Steam. Most of the reviews I do for games are on Steam, and they're particularly free-to-play games. I had to do it. And so, yeah, I would strongly suggest checking this game out. If you like this game and you want to try something that's similar but a little different, 100% check out Old School RuneScape. That, again, would be on the oldschoolrunescape.com website. That one is not on Steam right now, just RuneScape 3. But I cannot speak these games' praises enough. I've grown up with these games. These games have evolved to stay updated and competitive with the market. They are growing. They are changing. You want to get in on this now. It is so much fun. Jump in, play it for free. If you want to check it out and try it, you can even spend I think it's $6 to buy a bond, which gives you a 14-day membership. That way you don't even have to commit to the full price if you don't want to. And so yeah, check it out. If you do check it out, leave down in the comments below. Let me know what you think, if this is a game for you. If you hate the graphics, if you love the graphics, if it's just boring, if it's whatever. Let me know. I'm really curious as to what you guys think. Also, do me a huge favor. Go ahead and smash that like button, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. This channel is growing. It is making me so happy to be able to see that people are enjoying the content I'm creating. It makes me want to try harder to create better and better content for you guys. And so by liking, subscribing, commenting, and hitting that bell icon, it just pushes me harder to make more things that you guys are going to enjoy and you're going to love. Do not forget to also, if you're interested, I'm doing a Fall Guys series, Road to the Crown. It's on Fridays. It is insanely frustrating. You can watch my slow descent into madness as I get angrier and angrier at that stupidly fun game. In the meantime, love you guys. Peace.